Howdy guys, Bookie Laura here. It's a Christmas jumper kind of day, which means this is a non-book related video. Like, this is my clue for you. I'm talking Christmas here, I ain't talking books. So if that's something you want to miss, please walk on by. But if it's something you're interested in, here are my top 5 Christmas Eve traditions. Now, if you've been around for any length of time, I mean, you're going to know I love Christmas. I really, really do. It's my favourite time of year, which I don't think comes as a surprise, but I think we really go for it in my family. We always have, right? From my childhood all the way up, Christmas has been the big one. Not birthdays, Christmas. And I think Christmas Eve is the time when you really get that anticipation and excitement. And I like to make Christmas Eve as much a part of the celebration as Christmas Day itself. And these are some of the ways which I do it. So the first thing which always happens on Christmas Eve is that we wake up in the morning, we come down, and under the tree, everybody has a present. The elves come the night before Christmas Eve. They take away any presents that have been delivered previously, and then they leave us a little gift of some brand new pyjamas. And I love that because for so many reasons. I love getting new pyjamas, and it's really nice to get a little bit of excitement on Christmas Eve, so I'm always really excited when we get our pyjamas on Christmas Eve. The second thing which I always like to do is I like to cook something in the slow cooker for Christmas Eve dinner. Now that probably sounds like a little bit weird, but bear with me, because Christmas Eve, or Christmas time in general, is mental. The amount of cooking and preparation which goes in is insane, and sometimes that can stop you from spending the quality time with your family. So Christmas Eve lunchtime at the latest, I do some cooking, bung it in the slow cooker, and then the rest of the day I can just spend going Christmas crazy and spend with family and all that quality stuff, so that at the end of the day all I've got to do is enjoy the meal, and that really works for me and I think is fantastic. And it ties it nicely with the next one, because the third thing which I really like to do on Christmas Eve is go for a Christmassy walk. Now I like to do this when it's got dark, and we have a wander around the neighbourhood just for fun, get wrapped up completely with scarves and hats and things, and go see some of the Christmas lights. I mean, Christmas lights are amazing, but I think sometimes you only really see them in passing, and it's nice to take the opportunity to go just out to see them. So we go out and we see the Christmas lights. It also means we can do a bit of Santa spotting, just see, if we can see the sleigh coming by or anything like that. And then when we finally do get home, we have that lovely, warm, sort of comfort food dinner in the slow cooker to tuck into. So I think that's a really lovely way to spend the evening. At some point in the day, we will definitely do some Christmas baking as well. Whether that's mince pies or jam tarts or biscuits. I mean, we go the whole hog usually. Now, don't be deceived. Don't sit there thinking, wow, she's a really good baker, because I'm really, really not. Like, the baking which I do, pretty dreadful. And actually, there's always some jokes made by my family about how horrific some of it is, but the effort is always appreciated. And we always do baking on Christmas Eve, so it's ready for Christmas Day. And then we're also able to leave a little something out for Father Christmas. So we're able to leave him a little homemade mince pie or something, which I always think is cooler than just leaving out something. To leave something homemade is always a bit more special. And then the final Christmas Eve tradition is actually one that I haven't started yet, but I intend to start this year. And that is to read The Night Before Christmas. I have just bought it today, and it's something that I'm really excited, and I hope that the tradition works. But to read The Night Before Christmas on the night before Christmas is just going to be a really lovely way to spend the evening. I think it brings about the excitement, but then the book is actually quite calming. It's quite sort of poetic, and I think it'll be a really lovely way to just wind down before going to bed on Christmas Eve. So those are 5 of my Christmas Eve traditions. Do let me know if you have any similar ones, or whether you do completely different stuff. I think I'm really intrigued by the way that actually all families tackle this holiday really, really differently. And that is really fascinating to me, because when you're growing up, you kind of just assume that everything is the same for everyone, that everybody's doing the same stuff. And as I get older, I realise that people are not. People do really, really different stuff. And some people don't even bother. Christmas doesn't start on Christmas Eve, which is crazy to me. But anyway, do let me know. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.